When a frontline vehicle goes out of service, the engineer is responsible for documenting the equipment that gets moved over from the frontline unit into the reserve unit. Here's how we're going to do that. First off, I'm in my fleet status report view. This is going to show me all of the vehicles across all of the stations at Mesa. I can search out using the search all entries up top. You can access this by going into Vehicle and Station and clicking on the Fleet Status Report mobile view. That's the one I'm looking at right now. Or you can access it from a table view, which is going to be better for a desktop or a laptop computer. In either one, you could search that out. You can also set this as your home page. So if I go to the mobile view here, and let's say I'm working on 2517, I can just start typing that out up top here, and it's going to filter that information out for me. You click the Actions drop-down, Transfer Items. This is going to open our transfer checklists. Now, if this is an engine, we're going to want to do an engine changeover. So I'm going to click the engine changeover here, and then I'm going to select where I'm transferring the equipment out of. So we'll say 2517, maybe that's our front line, and we're moving it into 2583. That's our reserve. The equipment changeover is going to have a lot of different equipment that we could potentially move over from the front line to the reserve. You only have to select the items that you're actually moving over. Now it is a big long list here, but what you can do is use this magnifying glass up top to find specific equipment. So if you know that you need to transfer over the salvage kit, you can just start typing that out and it will highlight those results for you. We also, at the bottom of the list, have a space for other equipment. So if you're not finding the equipment up here, you can just add into the notes what equipment you're transferring over. When you're ready, we're going to hit log transfer of checked items. It's going to take us to a review and transfer items form where we can add any notes or additional information. So maybe we transferred one air pack instead of two. We can just plug those notes in right there. Once we hit log transfer of checked items, it's going to open that transfer up. So we're going to see an open transfer right here. We could continue transferring items if we need to. So maybe we didn't grab all the equipment here that we wanted to. We can add more items to it. And then we could return those transferred items when we're done. So it's going to open this transfer up. And then let's say a day or two later, we go back to our frontline unit. We can hit return transferred items. We can select the items that we returned here. We also have check all boxes enabled, so it just allows you to quickly grab those items. If you're only grabbing a handful of those items, you can just leave those other ones deselected. We're going to hit log return of checked items. Once we submit that, after adding any notes, it's going to say, okay, well, we transferred all of these items over. Here's when it got transferred and who transferred it. And then because we're logging all of the items as returned, it's going to ask us to close the transfer. So this allows you to do partial returns. And then once you're done documenting everything, you would want to close that transfer out. A record of all of this equipment that moved back and forth is going to be available in the completed transfers section.